Hello world! My name is Emma and welcome to my channel Ramble and Fangirl, where we will ramble and fangirl about anything under the sun. Today, we are going to be rambling and fangirling about one of my favorite things within the fangirl community, and that is ships. And while I love a good canon ship, I also like to amuse myself with some cross-fandom crack ships that of course would never be together as they exist in completely different worlds, but could actually work together as people. And we will be doing that with the Rip It or Ship It tag as created by Emma over at Emma Books, who I will link down below. And it's pretty basic. Pretty much you just put a bunch of names into a mug and you just pull out two names from the mug and you say, would you rip it? Meaning, no way, I don't want these characters to ever interact ever. Or would you ship it? And the ship doesn't need to be romantic. It can be platonic or mentorship, because obviously there are some younger characters. They wouldn't work together romantically, but they could be great friends. So I'm also going to be taking that into account. But without further ado, let's just get down to this tag. So, round one, Bram Greenfeld from Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and Peggy Carter. Well, if you've read Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, or you've watched the movie adaptation Love, Simon, you know why Bram wouldn't necessarily go very well with Peggy. Also, I think personality-wise, they wouldn't work together romantically. I could see Bram looking up to Peggy and thinking she's pretty awesome, but I think Peggy would be quite indifferent to Bram. I think she'd probably think he's a nice boy, but I don't think they would work together romantically or even as close friends necessarily. So I'm gonna have to rip this one. They are not going to happen, at least not in my book. Round two, Stiles Stilinski from Teen Wolf and Captain Thorne from the Lunar Chronicles. Stiles Stilinski is bisexual. This is not up for debate, but I feel like not in like a bad way, but they're both very kind of full of themselves in terms of their abilities, and I could feel them just fighting all the time, you know? They'd be on Captain Thorne's ship or in a detective room with Stiles. I just think they'd get mad at each other all the time and would not be able to stand each other. So again, I'm going to have to rip this couple. Round three, we have Percy Jackson and Bellamy Blake. I think it could work. They're two of my favorite fictional characters ever. And maybe it's just my love for these characters that I'm wanting them to be together, because I think it would actually be pretty cool. They're a really badass fighting team, and they're both kind of reckless, but in different ways, I'd say. I just feel like these people would work together. Maybe I would like, I think also that Percibeth and Bellark are very similar relationships, so I think this could work. I am going to ship Percy and Bellamy, just because I think it would really, really work. Shipping it. Round four, Feyre Archeron from the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas, and Blue Sergeant from the Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't think this would work. They're both very headstrong women, but very different. I think also within the Raven Cycle, we don't see Blue interact with a lot of other girls besides her family, and so I just don't know how she really acts around fellow girls, whether it be romantically or platonically. I don't even know how she would gauge someone like Feyre. I have no idea how they'd interact. I think the only non-family member, correct me if I'm wrong, but the only non-family member female that Blue ever really interacts with is Helen, Gansy's sister. So I just don't think this would work because I have no sense of how it would work. So I'm gonna have to rip this ship. I love both of these characters, but I'm gonna rip it. Round five, we have Queen Levana from the Lunar Chronicles and Isabel Lightwood. Queen Levana's the worst character. Like, she was like the bad character that I threw into this mix. And Isabel Lightwood is my favorite character in the whole Shadowhunters series. So I'm not gonna put Isabel through that. She deserves a really, really good romantic relationship because she's a wonderful, wonderful person, and Levana should die. So I'm going to rip this ship as Levana is awful, and my darling Isabel deserves more. Round 6, Clark Griffin from The 100 and Jem Carstairs. Maybe? Clark is actually like super artistic, right? And she's got kind of some of the same qualities as Tessa. She's a lot more headstrong than Tessa. Clark is one of my favorite characters. Jem is probably one of my favorite characters, again, in the Shadowhunters universe, and I love both of these characters. I feel like they could be really good friends. Like, I would like to see them interact as friends, and maybe they could date. So, I'm gonna ship this in any sense that it would maybe exist. I definitely don't think they would hate each other at all, and I think they would really, really value each other, whether that be platonically or romantically. So I am going to ship this in whatever way that they choose to be in a relationship. Round 7, Leah Burke from Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. I like this a lot. I think this would be great. Leah is coming out as bisexual in Leah on the Offbeat, which is coming out next month, and I think this could be really awesome. I really, really, really like this relationship, so I'm going to ship Leah and Hermione. Round 8, Hazel Levesque from the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan and Nehemia from Throne of Glass. I feel like this could be a really cool friendship. I don't know if they would necessarily work together romantically just because Nehemia is a couple years older. And yeah, I think Hazel would really, really look up to Nehemia because Nehemia is amazing and so brave and strong, and Hazel would look up to Nehemia and they would be really good friends. I could see it being a really, really good friendship. So I'm going to ship it as a friendship. Round 9, Octavian. Oh god. Octavian from the Heroes of Olympus series is one of the worst characters ever. He's so annoying. So I feel bad for whoever he is shipped with. Simon Lewis. Oh my god. Simon. I love Simon so much. I'm going to rip this because I love Simon and I hate Octavian so much, and Simon deserves better. I'm going to rip this ship. Round 10, Neville Longbottom from the Harry Potter series and Peter Parker from Marvel Comics. I feel like they could be friends. They're both kind of loserly nerds. I feel like they could be friends. I think it would be like a good friendship, but not crazy close and not something that I really ship. So I'm just gonna rip this because they could be friends, but not on the level where it's bro TP. So I'm just gonna rip it. Not because I hate it. Round 11, the last round, Noah Journey from The Raven Cycle and Lydia Martin from Teen Wolf. When I was writing out these names, I was thinking about this pairing, and I don't know if they would work romantically. Lydia kind of needs someone to be up there to match her smarts because she's a genius. Not that Noah's dumb or anything. He's not as on par with her as someone like Stiles is, but Noah is my son and I love him so much. I feel like this could be a really cute friendship. One of those that maybe isn't super hyped by the fandom, but is just so underrated and such a good, wholesome friendship, and I'd love to see these two characters interact in a platonic setting. So yeah, I'm gonna ship these as really great friends because I feel like that would just work really well. That is it for the Rip It or Ship It tag. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear any of your suggestions for this channel as I am just starting out. But if you think of any ship names for any of these characters, that would be really, really cool. And I might do this tag again. Maybe I could do a Rip It or Ship It Broadway character edition. I think that would be pretty cool. So I will see you all for a new video soon. Goodbye, world!